Chandamama Ramayana, Part 52. The commencement of Uttarakanda. While Sri Rama, having destroyed the demons, returned to Ayodhya and was consecrated as the king and was ruling the kingdom, one day many sages from all four directions, including Agastya and others, came to his house and sent word through the gatekeeper that they had come to see Rama. Immediately Rama had them brought inside, honored them with water for their hands and feet, seated them upon proper seats, and inquired about their welfare. The sages expressed their joy at being able to see Rama as king once again. They said that Rama killing Ravana was not a great count in comparison, and although all the demon warriors who died at the hands of Rama were indeed great, it was a matter of wonder that he had the invincible Indrajit killed by Lakshman. Hearing their words, Rama felt great surprise. Having heard that Indrajit was more powerful even than demon warriors like Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Mahodra, Prahasta, Devantaka, and Narantaka, he desired to hear about the influence and prowess of Indrajit. Then Agastya began to tell Rama about the lineage of Ravana in this manner. In the Krita Yuga, Pulastya, the mind-born son of Brahma and one who could be called a second Brahma, once went to the hermitage of Trinbindu in the region of Mount Meru to perform penance. While he was performing penance there, the daughters of gods, Nagas, and royal sages would come daily, play, make noise, and cause obstacles to his penance. Pulastya placed a curse that any woman who came before him would become pregnant. Hearing this curse, all the maidens became frightened and stopped going to that hermitage. Trinbindu's daughter did not know of this matter. She came as usual to the hermitage of Pulastya and began to search for her friends. Not even one person appeared to her. She went straight to the place where Pulastya was engaged in the study of the Vedas. As soon as his vision occurred, signs of pregnancy appeared upon her. Her entire body turned pale. Seeing the change that had occurred within herself, she was surprised and returned to the hermitage of her father and said, "Father, look how my whole body has changed. When I went to the hermitage of Pulastya in search of my friends, this happened. I do not know the reason, and I am feeling afraid." Trinbindu realized that his daughter had become pregnant as a result of the curse of Pulastya, and taking her with him, he went to Pulastya and said, "O great soul, this is my daughter, a woman of good character. Accept her as your wife and allow her to serve you." Pulastya agreed. The qualities and conduct of his wife brought joy to Pulastya. He said to her, "You are very worthy. A son equal to me will be born in your womb. Since you became pregnant while listening to the recitation of the Vedas that I perform, your son will obtain the name Vishravasa. Since he is my son, he will be called Pulastya by everyone." In the same way, after some time, Vishravasa was born in her womb and gained fame for truth, character, purity, and peace. Hearing great things about him, the great sage Bharadwaja brought his daughter Devvarnini and gave her in marriage to him. Vishravasa, while leading the life of a householder with her, begot a son. As soon as that son was born, Brahma himself came, said that the boy would become the lord of wealth, gave him the name Vaishravana, and departed. From childhood, penance seemed most important to Vaishravana. He went to the great forest and sustained on nothing but air and water, observing a total fast from food, performed severe penance for 3,000 years. Pleased with that penance, Brahma appeared along with Indra and other gods and said, "Son, I am pleased with your penance, ask for a boon." "Grandfather, I want the status of a world protector and the lordship over wealth," said Vaishravana. "I too was thinking of creating another protector of the world. Along with Indra, Yam, and Varuna, you two remain as the fourth protector of the world and become the lord of treasures. Here is the aerial vehicle named Pushpaka that shines with the light of the sun. Ascending this and traveling, be equal to the gods." Saying this, Brahma departed. Having thus obtained the desired boons from Brahma, Vaishravana came to the hermitage of his father and said, "Father, Brahma has indeed given me boons, but he did not show a place for me to establish a residence. See if there is a place where I may reside without troubling others." Hearing the words spoken by his son, Vishravasa was very happy and said, "Son, on the shore of the southern sea, on the middle peak of Mount Trikuta, Vishwakarma built a city named Lanka, resembling the Amravati of Indra. It is a very beautiful town. It is composed of golden ramparts and gateways of lapis lazuli. It was originally built only for the demons. But fearing Vishnu, The demons abandoned that city and went to the netherworld. Now it remains empty. There is no king for it. If you establish your residence there, it will not be a trouble to anyone. According to the advice of his father, Vaishravana went to the city of Lanka along with many thousands of Nerutas, established his residence there, and while ruling the kingdom happily, he would come from time to time in the Pushpaka aerial vehicle to see his parents. Hearing all that, Rama looked toward Agastya with surprise and said, "O Mahatma, I have heard that the demons were born only in the lineage of Pulastya, but you are saying that there were demons even before that. Who is the original progenitor for these demons?" To that, Agastya spoke in this manner. Brahma, who was born in the lotus, created water and created some beings to protect it. Those beings, suffering with hunger, thirst, and fear, asked Brahma, "What should we do?" Brahma said, as if laughing, "Try to protect this water." Some beings said, "We will protect." Others said, "We will eat." To eat is Jakshana. The beings who said they would protect became Rakshasas. Those who said they would eat became Yakshas. Among the Rakshasas, there were two brothers named Heti and Praheti. Among them, Praheti went away to perform penance. Heti, however, desiring to marry, searched for a wife and finally married the terrible one named Bhaya, the sister of Yam. To them was born a son named Vidyutkesha, who possessed light equal to the sun, and he began to grow. When youth came to him, his father Heti decided on a wife. That girl was the daughter of one named Sandhya, and her name was Salkatankata. Salkatankata married Vidyutkesha, and while roaming happily with her husband, became pregnant and gave birth to a son in the region of Mount Mandara. However, because she had more interest in roaming with her husband than in that son, she threw the son away at the place of birth and went to roam with her husband. That child, placing his hand in his mouth, began to cry gently. At that time, Parvati and Parmeshwar, traveling in the sky on the bull vehicle, heard the crying of that infant. That couple felt pity seeing that infant and came close to look. To satisfy Parvati, Parmeshwar gave that child an age equal to the mother, immortality, and a city capable of flying in the sky. Parvati Devi gave a boon so that for demons there would be immediate birth, and that upon birth they would have the age of the mother. Sukesha, that demon who obtained boons from Parvati and Parmeshwar, became wealthy and, roaming in the city that had the ability to move in the sky, became equal to Indra. Having heard not only that Sukesha obtained boons, but also that he was a righteous soul, a Gandharv named Grami brought his daughter named Devavati, who was a beauty of the three worlds, and gave her in marriage to Sukesha. Devavati was very happy for having found such a husband. To that couple were born three sons named Malyavana, Sumali, and Mali, who were like the three fires. They were very powerful, fearless, and fearsome. Knowing that their father had obtained boons from Shiva, they went to Mount Meru and carried out penance with severe rules. The three worlds became scorched by that penance. Brahma Deva, accompanied by Indra and other gods, came on an aerial vehicle and said, "I am pleased with your penance, ask for what boons you desire. O God, in the event that you have grace upon us, give us a boon so that we shall not suffer defeat by anyone, so that all enemies shall die in our hands, and so that we shall flourish as long-lived ones," they said. Brahma gave them boons in that very manner. Having obtained such a boon, those three demons began to torment the three worlds. Life became hell for the gods, sages, siddhs, sadhyas, and charanas. There was no master to protect them. Those demons summoned Vishwakarma and said, "We have heard that you alone built houses for all the gods. Build for us a beautiful city equal to Kailas, either on the Himalayas, or on Mount Meru, or on Mount Mandara. On the shore of the southern sea, there are two mountains named Trikuta and Suvela. On the middle peak of Mount Trikuta, at the request of Indra, I have built the city of Lanka. It is equal to heaven, it possesses golden ramparts and golden gateways. If you go there along with your demons and stay, no one will even dare to look at you," Vishwakarma said to them. Hearing these words spoken by Vishwakarma, those demons reached Lanka with great joy along with many thousands of followers and were filled with supreme bliss upon seeing that city. At the same time, a Gandharv woman named Narmada brought her three daughters, who were like beautiful stars, and gave them in marriage to the three brothers. The wife of the eldest, Malyavana, was Sundari. In the womb of Sundari were born 7 sons named Vajramushti, Virupaksha, Durmukha, Suptaghna, Yajnakopa, Matta, and Unmatta, and a daughter named Anala. The wife of Sumali was Ketumti. To Sumali, that wife was more than life itself. To Ketumti were born sons named Prahasta, Akampana, Vikta, Kalkarmuka, Danda, Suparshva, Sanhardi, Praksa, and Bhaskarn, and daughters named Pushpotkata, Kaksi, Shuchismita, and Kumbhinasi. The wife of Mali was Vasudha, an extraordinary beauty. To her were born only 4 sons named Anila, Anala, Hara, and Sampati. These 4 became ministers to Vibhishan. In this manner, those 3 demons, living in Lanka with their children and followers, while troubling the Indra and other gods, sages, Nagas, and Danvas, and having no one to restrain them in the 3 worlds, began to roam about in arrogant might, without even the fear of death, destroying sacrifices, and wandering with the pride of having obtained the boon. Chandamama Ramayana, Part 52 is complete. For now, Swasti.